Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Tlangi. Today's video I want to talk about why do we quickly internalize negativity. So I'm just going to have a young sip of green tea to remind myself to stay calm because some of the things that I'm going to mention here might make me remember the encounters that I had with difficult people. You know, someone said that if you're going to react to everything and anything that happens to you as soon as you step out of your house, that speaks to your emotional intelligence, not necessarily what the other person did. And of course, at first I got defensive. I was like, why would you put it like that? Because I didn't do anything wrong. Someone provoked me and now you're telling me that I must not retaliate because, you know, it speaks to my emotional intelligence. But when I started pondering on it, I'm like, we don't know where the other person is coming from. First of all, this is a stranger that you met and then they just decided to go ballistic on you, and then you as well retaliate. And we know that most times we get into deeper problems or troubles because people provoked us and we retaliated. So it doesn't even help anybody for us to retaliate. So the more I thought about it, I remembered an incident where I was in the elevator and I greeted some lady and she kept quiet. It was the two of us in the elevator. She kept quiet. I was so mad because I was like, first of all, why is she like that? You know, because I was thinking from a perspective of why would you keep quiet if I'm greeting you? And then one day someone greeted me. I didn't even hear them. I didn't even see them. And I know this person. It's not a stranger. I just passed until they screamed out my name, and then I turned and then I realized, oh shucks, were you talking to me? I didn't hear a thing. So that's when I realized that sometimes we assume that people are being disrespectful or people are just, you know, provoking you on purpose, whereas it could be something that the person is dealing with. And yes, it's not our responsibility to heal each and every person. However, it is our responsibility to look into how we react when people provoke us or when people do something which we consider outrageous, disrespectful, immoral, and stuff like that. Another reason I'm emphasizing this is look at the times where that day you were so dedicated, motivated, devoted and you told yourself that, yay, today I am excelling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and I'm going to get it done. You stepped out of your house or you get into your car. If it's in traffic, you just find a crazy person who's driving like a maniac in there, or just those people who like instigating road rages unnecessarily. If you're going to meet that person at their level or at their energy, now that has drained you. It has taken away all the pep talk that you did in the morning where you convinced yourself that today is going to be a good day. So we need to start understanding how the world works. First of all, we need to understand human beings. And for us to understand human beings, you need to understand yourself. As difficult as it might be. But if you greet someone and then they don't respond, just look at it as there are also days where you are just out of touch with what is happening around you and you just don't see people. You know, there are times where I stepped into the road, the traffic was green, but because I was just so deep into myself and it not being of the guy hooting, you know, that it could have been a terrible situation. Now I want to link all that I mentioned to influence. What influences us? Because for someone to even retaliate when someone comes at you sideways, there's something that influenced you and spoke into that action, that when someone treats you like this, this is how you respond. When someone does this and this and this, it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you, this is your reaction. We need to be careful with what we listen to, what we watch, what we hear. I myself left Twitter because I was just tired of the toxicity and unsolicited advices that people give there, or just funny things that people do to bully other people, which was just ridiculous, especially coming from adults. You could be someone who is mindful of your surroundings, mindful of your peace, mindful of what what happens around you or what's happening around you, and you always know how to act because you're just mindful. But there's just that random day where you just woke up, or perhaps the day started okay. Later on in the day, you're now feeling sideways, you're moody and stuff like that. And it could be because you're watching something on YouTube and YouTube recommended another video which, started questioning your beliefs, provoked your intelligence, or it was a political thing which made you mad, like some of us when it's corruption and other funny things that politicians do. Some politicians, disclaimer. And then all of a sudden you're now absorbed in all of that and stuck. If there's something that we need to be mindful of and to always remember, is the negative energy is always doing its best to absolve you and make you not reach your full potential. So whenever you are feeling like I just don't want to do it, oh no, I'll do it tomorrow. Let's say it was an assignment, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm lazy, I don't want to cook, I'm just going to eat takeaways, and you're on healthy diet or whatever it is, always work 10 times harder or fight 10 times harder to oppose that motion, because at the end of the day, that motion is there to keep you stuck, to keep you lazy, to keep you procrastinating, and to make you not reach your full potential. Alternatively, we need to be surrounded by good influence. Just as much as negative influence get the best of us, sometimes when we are feeling demotivated, lost, discouraged, having people that work hard around us, or having people that are bold, courageous, faithful, their faith intensity is up there, they are prayerful and stuff like that, that rubs off into us. Whether we are aware of it or we're not aware of it, it does. And it could be that actions that those people do that has now embedded itself in your subconscious, that lets you or picks you up when you're not being your best. So be mindful of influence, what influences you, how it influences you, and why it influences you the way that you do. And also remember that keep on working on your emotional intelligence so that you're not easily triggered. You're not always crying when things happen. All of a sudden, people don't know how to assist. I struggle with this. I cry about everything. But I realize that people now don't help me at the core of the problem. They help me at the surface, because what they see is I'm crying. Okay, what do we need to do to make her not cry? It's uncomfortable. It makes some people, it makes them uncomfortable because they don't know what to do. So always be mindful of your surroundings, of your peace, of your mental well-being, as well as your grace. Do take care and keep well, and as always, remember to be kind. Bye.